Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to debate competition for today. I'm Nili Kusumawati Yunarti as educators, chairperson and timekeeper for today's debate. Now, I will introduce the government and opposition members. So, in the government side, they are Nur Hasan, Arti Nurwidia Astuti, Nashwa Indah Lestari. And for the opposition side, they are Nanda Lucia Savitri, Siti Aisyah, and Icha Leonisa. So, without any further ado, let's check out the motions. The motion for this debate is this House believes that character education should have a greater role than academic education in schools. And before going to debate, I would like to address the rules. The first one, the time for each speaker is 5 minutes. Second one, time for the replaced speaker is 3 minutes. Alright. And now, let's begin the debate. The first speaker from the government side, time is yours.
Okay, before it, thank you to educator. So today we stand before you to argue that character education should indeed have a greater role than academic education in school. In an effort to work, the foundation of successful society lies not only in academic achievement but also in the strength of its moral and ethical fabric. We firmly believe that prioritizing character education is essential for the holistic development of individuals and the overall betterment of society. Firstly, let's define what we mean by character education. Character education encompasses the teaching of core values such as integrity, respect, responsibility, empathy, and civic duty. It aims to instill virtues that shape individual into well-rounded, ethical, and socially responsible citizens. So here, I will bring 5 points to argue this motion. First one is current state of education in Indonesia. In Indonesia, the focus on academic achievement has overshadowed the importance of character education. The national curriculum is heavily oriented towards subjects like mathematics, science, and language, with significant emphasis placed on standardized testing. However, this approach has led to several issues, including high level of stress among students, frequent cheating during exam, and a lack of emphasis on moral and ethical development. Number 2 is the role of character education in reducing corruption. Indonesia has been grappling with widespread corruption, which undermines public trust and hampers economic growth. According to Transparency International Corruption Perception Index, Indonesia ranked 96 out of 180 countries in 2022. By integrating character education into the curriculum, we can nurture a generation that value integrity and transparency, thereby combating the root causes of corruption. Number 3 is building social cohesion and reducing violence. Character education foster empathy and respect for diversity, which are crucial for social cohesion. Indonesia is a diverse nation with numerous ethnic, religious, and cultural groups. Unfortunately, this diversity has sometimes led to conflict and violence. By teaching students to appreciate and respect differences from a young age, we can reduce incidents of intolerance and promote harmonious society. Number 4 is addressing mental health issues. The pressure to excel academically has contributed to raising mental health issues among Indonesia's the Indonesian Child Protection Commission in 2021 68% of students reported feeling stressed due to academic pressure. Character education can help students develop resilience, emotional intelligence, and coping mechanism, leading to better mental health outcome. And number 5 is preparing students for real world challenges. In the modern workforce, employers increasingly value soft skills such as teamwork, communication, and ethical judgment over purely academic knowledge. Reported by the World Economic Forum in 2020 highlighted that skills like critical thinking, problem solving, and emotional intelligence are crucial for future employment. By embracing character education, we equip students with the skill needed to thrive in a dynamic and interconnected world. Thank you.
Thank you to the first speaker from government side. And now it is time for the first speaker from opposition side. Time is yours.
Thank you so much for the educator for giving me the opportunity to speak. So I stand before you today as the opposition team, arguing that academic education should have a greater role than character education in schools. Academic education is crucial for a student's future. I firmly believe that academic education is the foundation upon which character success is built. Proponents of the proposition may claim that character education should be a priority because the moral and ethical values taught can help shape responsible and empathetic individuals. However, neglecting academic education can lead to a lack of knowledge and skills necessary to face real-world challenges. I believe that character education and academic education are both important, but academic education should be prioritized. This is because as a former student, I realize how important it is to have a solid understanding of core subjects to achieve success in career and personal life. Academic education provides the necessary framework for the development of deep and analytical thinking skills. It helps students to understand the world around them better and make decisions that are based on solid evidence and knowledge. A study by the OECD Education and Skills Agency shows that countries with strong academic education tend to have lower unemployment rates and higher economic growth. This suggests that investment in academic education can have a significant positive impact on social and economic progress. While character education is important for forming responsible and ethical individuals, academic education remains the foundation of social and economic progress. Therefore, I reject the claim that character education should have a greater role than academic education in schools. Instead, I support a balanced approach where both aspects are taken seriously to ensure the formation of well-rounded and competitive individuals in today's globalization era. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the first speaker from the opposition side. So next to second speaker from government side. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for the honorable educator. So here I stand before you to argue in terms of emotions. This house believes that character education should have a greater role than academic education in school. So according to a survey by the Indonesian Child Protection Commissions in 2021, 68% of students report feeling stressed due to academic pressure. So this is why arts education should have a greater role. First is because of foundations of social values. First and foremost, character education instills essential values such as respect, empathy, integrity, and responsibility. These values are the backbone of a cohesive and functional society. Without them, academic achievements may lack ethical grounding, leading to the potential misuse of knowledge. Imagine a society filled with brilliant minds but devoid of moral compasses. Such a society will be at risk of ethical collapse despite its intellectual achievement. The second one is behavior benefits. Character education promotes positive behavior, creating a conducive learning environment. Students who embody positive traits are more likely to engage constructively with peers and teachers, reducing disciplinary issues and enhancing the overall education experience by fostering a positive and supportive learning atmosphere. Character education helps build a sense of belonging and camaraderie among students, which is crucial for their emotional and social development. Third is personal growth and well-being. Character education fosters self-awareness, self-disciplines, and self-reflections, contributing to personal growth. Students with strong character traits tend to have higher self-esteem, resilience, and a sense of purpose. These qualities are crucial for mental health and personal fulfillment in today's world where mental health issues are on the rise among young people. The importance of character education cannot be overstated. Fourth is preparation for real-world challenges. Life outside school often requires more than academic knowledge. Skills like critical thinking, problem solving, teamwork, and ethical decision-making are nurtured through character education. These skills are vital for navigating complex real-world situations and achieving long-term success. Academic knowledge alone can equip students to face the moral and ethical dilemmas they will encounter in their personal and professional life. The five is leadership and citizenship. Character education prepares students to be responsible citizens and effective leaders. By emphasizing moral and ethical considerations, students learn to make decisions that benefit not only themselves but also their communities and society at large. Our future leaders must be individuals who can lead with integrity, empathy, and a sense of social responsibility. By emphasizing character education, we are investing in the development of individuals who are not only knowledgeable but also morally grounded and socially responsible. This balanced approach ensures that students are well-rounded individuals capable of contributing positively to society. So I'm in the government team. I agree with this motion. This House believes that character education should have greater role than academic education in school. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you to the second speaker from the government side. And now it is time for the second speaker from opposition side. Time is yours.
Okay, thanks to the Judy Cantor, I recently, especially of the preparation for the real world. The world of work and higher education after the six individuals based on academic achievement and quantifiable skills. Academic knowledge is an important requirement for continuing education and entering the profession. While the character is necessary, the ability to success in academic is often the basic for better opportunities in the future. Today's world of work relies heavily on technical skills and specialized knowledge acquired through academic education. Subjects such as math, science, technology, and language provide knowledge base in various professional fields. For example, an engineer needs a deep knowledge of math and physics, while an information technology expert needs a solid understanding of programming and computer system. Without a strong academic education, students will not have the basic skill set needed for these jobs. While character education is essential to forming good and responsible individuals, academic education provides the necessary foundation for success in the world of work. Academic education provides the technical skills, specialized knowledge, qualification, and certification in various professions. It also develops analytical ability, creativity, innovation, and adaptation to new technologies, all of which are highly valuable in the modern job market. Therefore, academic education should remain a top priority in preparing students for the world of work. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you to the second speaker from opposition side. And now it
corruption tend to have higher level of trust, stability, and sustainable economic growth. For instance, Scandinavian countries like Denmark, Finland, Sweden, which emphasize character education and ethical governance, consistently rank high in the CPI and have robust economic and high standard of living. And then character education plays a significant role in reducing crime rates within society by instilling moral and ethical value in individuals. When people are taught the importance of honesty, respect, and responsibility from a young age, they are less likely to engage in criminal activities. Character education helps individuals develop a strong moral compass, guiding their behavior and decision in positive direction. As a result, communities with a strong emphasis on character education tend to experience lower level of crime. For example, Japan have a strong emphasis on moral and character education. This focus has contributed to a society with low crime rates, high level of civic engagement, and strong work ethic, supporting Japan's economic stability and growth. And then, strong character is essential for maintaining high ethical standards in one's life. Individuals with a well-developed sense of integrity and responsibility are more likely to conduct themselves ethically and in the workplace, making decisions and align with moral and professional standards. This ethical conduct is crucial for building a long and successful career. As it fosters trust and respect from college, supervisor, and client, whenever individuals who adhere to ethical principles are better equipped to navigate complex and challenging situations without compromising their value. By avoiding legal and reputational issues associated with unethical behavior, they can achieve sustained career growth and success. Character education provides the foundation for developing these essential ethical traits, ensuring that individuals are prepared to uphold the highest standard of conduct throughout their professional life. So I believe that character education should take a greater role than academic education, because without a strong character foundation, academic knowledge will not be used wisely or ethically. Thank you.
Alright, thank you to the last speaker from the government side. And now it's time for the last speaker from opposition side. Time is yours.
Alright, thank you to the educator. I totally disagree to prioritizing character education over academic education in school, because academic education is crucial for economic and career success. Higher academic achievement correlate with higher income levels and lower unemployment rates, with STEM skills in particular being essential for the modern job market. Rigorous academic education prepares students for higher education, with college admission heavily relying on academic performance. Without a strong academic foundation, students are likely to struggle in college, leading to a higher dropout rates and increased student debt. Academic education is also quantifiable, allowing for standardized testing and accountability system that measure and evaluate student progress and school performance. This system ensures a focus on improving academic outcomes and closing achievement gaps. Additionally, countries with strong academic education system perform better in international rankings and are more competitive globally. Academic excellence fosters innovation, a key driver of economic growth. Furthermore, academic education is vital for promoting equity and access. High-quality academic education helps close the achievement gap and support social mobility, particularly for disadvantaged students. Research indicates that schools with strong academic programs are more successful in helping these students achieve higher educational outcomes, making academic education a critical tool for addressing societal inequities and promoting social mobility. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for
it is time for replaying stage. And we will start from the opposition side. So, for the opposition side, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, the educator. Here I am going to overview the debate on the opposition side. In conclusion, academic education should be prioritized in the school education system because of its pivotal role in preparing students for economic and career success. As a former student, I understand the importance of having a deep understanding of core subjects to achieve success in personal and professional life. Academic education provides the necessary framework for the development of critical and analytical thinking skills, helping students better understand the world around them and make decisions based on solid evidence and knowledge. Students conducted by the OECD education and skill agency show that countries with strong academic education system tend to have lower unemployment rates and higher economic growth. This suggests that investment in academic education can have a significant positive impact on social and economic progress. High academic achievement also correlates with higher income level and lower unemployment rate, with state exam skills being particularly important in the modern job market. A rigorous academic education prepares students for college, where college admission is heavily dependent on academic performance. Without a strong academic foundation, students are likely to struggle in college, leading to higher dropout rates. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you for your replay speech from the opposition side. Next, replay speech from the government side. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you, educator. So here I will conclude all the speech that we have already delivered. So the motion this House believes that the character education should have a greater role than academic education in school. Character education is an effort to develop good character in children. Character education should provide various activities to practice behavior that develop all aspects of good children's character. Character education is conscious skill that is patterned and directed through a learning environment that grows and develops all potential that have good character, morality, noble character, positive impact on the environment and society. Character education should take precedence due to its profound impact on individual development and societal well-being. By nurturing values such as integrity, empathy, and responsibility, we can address pressing issues like corruption, social discord, and mental health challenge. Therefore, we urge you to support the motion that character education should have a greater role than academic education in school. And also, character education should become a great role of education in Indonesia. That's why our team agree with this motion that this House believes that character education should have a greater role than academic education in school. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you for your replay speech from the government side. So now give me some time to decide who the winner. So I give the winning team. Congratulations to government side. Because the government side have stronger arguments and a lot of supporting data. And please shake hands with each other. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so our station for this debate has come to end. I would like to say thank you. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.